Am I live? Hey guys, welcome to Content Creator Hangout. My name is Brendan, and if you want to build your confidence and influence on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and click that bell. Here is the place where creators meet community. I'm happy to be here, and wow, this video was influenced by a video that I had just done about an hour ago. And I'm going to start with my first mistake, okay? My first mistake is I posted that video, I went live, just a random live stream, and then you know what I did? I had zero viewers in that video, and then I decided to delete it. I decided to delete that video because I guess because of insecurity or just whatever reason it was. I don't know why. I just decided to delete it. Now, there may be a couple viewers in here. There may be none. I'm not going to be sure by the time that the end of this live stream happens. But that last live stream I did, there was 0 viewers. And I see a lot of big channels that have thousands of viewers, hundreds of viewers, whatever it is. And they're the ones that are letting you know what you should do when you have those 0 viewers. And I think the funny thing is that a lot of bigger channels may forget what it was really like when they first started, maybe not. But as much as I always appreciate the advice of big channels, I'm here to show you what it's really like. Now, here at Content Creator Hangout, this is literally a hangout. This is a place where, yes, we want to build community, yes, bring channels together, but also, you know, I get all of my advice from lots of tutorial channels, and what I like to do is bring all of that information to you. I don't know why. I absolutely love learning about YouTube, and what I want to do is help you grow. And yeah, sure, at the same time, this channel will hopefully grow too, and we could bring more creators here. But I love to give, and the moment that I hit delete on that video, I was thinking to myself, I'm like, wow, that's very realistic. And those are the expectations that I have going live. Now, on my last channel that I had, there was quite a few viewers, especially when I was doing Content Creator Hangout. Not so much for our family vlogs, but here I am. Now, we may have 1, 2 viewers here, and I want to thank anybody that comes through. But I want to know from you, if you're watching this on the replay especially, leave me a comment down below. Have you gone live yet? If you haven't, why? And if you did go live, were there people in your live streams? I would love to know, how did that work out for you? And did it get better through time? So, and that's the realism of having a smaller channel. Emily Lewis, what's up, friend? Okay, so we got somebody here, cool. So here, this is what I want to start off with, and thank you for being here, Lewis. I appreciate you. And I took a couple notes. So here's the thing I would say, right? And it is preparation. Yes, I shouldn't have deleted that last video, but I don't think I was very prepared for that video, especially. And after a while, and I only did, I think it was like a 12-minute segment, because at first I'm like, all right, well, there's nobody here. It is what it is. And then I decided to get rid of it. But I believe that the preparation that happens is important, because if there's nobody in your video, what you can do is you could take just regular keynotes on what you want to talk about throughout that video. If people do come in, then you can ask those questions. But if not, what you can do is still make this video public and then ask those questions on the backside. So just like I did before Lewis came in, you know, I do want to hear your guys' answer, but that is the truth, right? If nobody's in your live, ask them to comment for after the live stream, right? Because that is the expectation of having a smaller channel. 1, views aren't very high. 2, same with your subscribers. Click-through rate may be a little bit higher. Now, I don't want to confuse you, but I'll go back to what I was saying. My ADD is kicking in. Just have some key points that you want to talk about throughout your video, and maybe there were questions that you wanted to ask your audience, but those are also things that I believe that you can ask yourself. Miguel, welcome to the live stream. Thanks for coming in. So what I'm talking about is how to live stream when nobody's watching, and these are streams with zero viewers. So I didn't know if you guys were going to come in here. So I guess here, yes, we have little viewers, but regardless, You live stream with 0 viewers. Maybe the next time you go live, you'll have a couple of viewers. Then maybe after that, so on and so forth. But more importantly than even the preparation, you're not going to know unless you hit record. And that starts everything with YouTube. I know countless people that have had the fear of starting. Maybe it's they don't know what they want to post, but I would definitely say it's the fear of hitting record and then actually publishing that video. But when going live, I think it can be stressful. You can, the hairs rise on your arms. You're like, okay, I'm going to say something stupid. And it also, I think it depends really on your niche too. So say if you're a gaming channel, you may have a leg up because you're playing a game. So you could just play a game and just throw your jokes out there, be serious, or be however you are when you're live streaming your games. But I believe that would be, like, in my opinion, the easiest, because I can just play my game and it is what it is. But in any other sense, in any other niche, I think it really depends on your content. And I love live streaming because it gives me the opportunity to be me. And then over time, when I build that confidence, and it's different for me now too, because on my last channel, it was a family vlogging channel. And that, it's totally different because I'm like, hey guys, welcome. I'm talking to kids. And now here I am talking to adults. And I know we're all still kids on the inside, but it's different. And I'm trying to find that. So even for myself, I feel like going live builds that confidence. That's one of the keys here on Content Creator Hangout. It's building that confidence. And then over time, as that builds, your viewers are going to get to know who you are. So on the other videos that I've posted throughout the last few weeks, I found myself slowly finding myself, and I don't like wasting people's time. In a live stream, it's all right, especially here, we're hanging out. My family may come through, get something. I'm at my kitchen table right now. I don't have the best setup. I do love my blue light in the background. I did get that, which was super cheap on Amazon. It was like $30. Super cool. But we're not here for that. So yeah, I feel like making those other videos, I'm finding myself. And for you as well, finding yourself is so important. Finding your why. I talk about that a lot. Why are you making your videos? Why should somebody click on your videos? And the sooner you find out your why, especially what your niche is, the easier it is for your audience to know why they're watching your video and why they should. So here, if you want to build your confidence and influence on YouTube, that's the thing. Now my ADD really is kicking in hardcore, but I will say that on that last video, it was a little difficult. And it's gonna be, and it's scary going live, but and I just have a couple key notes here just in case. I put them on paper. But preparation, making those key points, and ask those viewers to leave comments directly. And the next thing I want to talk about is the time that you post and go online. So I use a program called MorningFame. I've made a video on it, and there's actually a link down in the description. There is a monthly cost for MorningFame, but the link in the description will give you the first month for free. And why I'm mentioning this is because as you post a few videos, MorningFame will let you know the best times to post. So if I'm posting at 12 o'clock p.m., and it may give me a red dot, it may give me a yellow dot, it may give me a green dot. And it also will let you know if this is a promised time, if this is a time worth testing out. So I think that's really great too. So if you're noticing that a lot of your viewers are coming in at a specific time, MorningFame will let you know that, and then you can use that for when you go live, if that's possible. Now for me, I'm in the military, I'm active duty, I'm working all day, and then I have a wife and 2 kids. So I wait for the kids to go to sleep, and I live in Las Vegas as well. So that I think that's the time constraint is a little bit difficult. I'm just happy I'm here, and I hope throughout time we'll get more people here. But 10 o'clock here in Las Vegas, and actually I did plan, I think earlier when I went live, it was actually around 8:30, and so a lot of people can be in bed right now. So maybe for me, I could try to do an earlier time. It's just difficult for me, and having the kids, waiting for them to go to sleep. So keep posting during the week and work the algorithm as well. So maybe before you just go live, try to work on those other videos first, especially if you haven't hit record yet. Lewis, let me know for you, how often do you guys go live, and what was it like when you started going live? So I'd love to know that from you. So Emily and Lewis, they're a great family channel. They've been doing this for a long time. And I know Miguel's thinking about doing his channel. But yeah, Lewis, what was it like for you when you first started and you went live? So I'd love to know that. And do you have any tips for new creators who plan to start on YouTube? Because I know for me, I always wanted to go live. It was just a sense of just real time, being able to talk to people. I'd almost rather go live than I would just simply making videos. So I have like more of a serious tone in my normal videos. And like I said, I want to get straight to the point. But here, I feel like I could be myself, which is really weird because I feel like it could be more scripted when you post a regular video. And so whether you go script or you just, it's a free for all for you, however you do it, and you have your key points. Live is just, I don't know, it's totally different. So Lewis says, we haven't been live since before the pandemic, but before we used to go live was a great experience. Yeah, it was like that at first too. And with family channel, that's a unique thing with having a family channel, because I know with my kids, sometimes, I'm telling you, it was crazy. Making regular videos was okay. That was all right. We felt like we were able to connect with everyone. Being live and interact was a great experience. Yeah, and I loved interacting with people. But yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Making our regular videos was all right because the kids would get crazy sometimes. We'll be in the middle of unboxing something or playing with a board game. Next thing I know, they're like wrestling and fighting. I'm like, guys, come on, like get it together. Like we're not looking like a unit right now, you know? So, and it was easy to just stop recording and then hit and record. And I think that in their minds, they just always thought they were live. I don't know. My kids are crazy. But after a while, if you have a family channel, if you're a family vlogging channel with kids, especially, kudos to you for sticking in there. I know family channels, it's difficult times with kid channels, but yeah, I think they just thought they were always live. And when we go live, they would just start saying crazy things and doing crazy things, and I don't even know. So I would say that with having my own channel here and with adult creators, that is one of the reliefs I have. Now, if the kids come through and do their thing, like, it is what it is. Yeah, I would have to say just picking the time of day that works for you, and with less distractions, and the more key points that you have for yourself when going live, I think that can really, really help you. And I know for most people, you may be watching this, but you're still looking to record your actual first video. But I think either way, there's a fear there because you're looking at those big channels. I see that all the time. I know this is YouTube, but even on Facebook, I see people, even some people I know, they go live and it's like hundreds of people because of their businesses, or we really, the algorithm starts picking up these big Facebook channels and stuff that we're interested in, and definitely the same thing on YouTube. And I think it's really difficult to see hundreds of people in live streams, thousands of people in live streams, and you're sitting there just staring at that zero. So it can be scary. It can be hard, but at the same time, like, here we are. I got Emily and Lewis here. I have Miguel here, and I appreciate you guys being here. But if I didn't talk to you guys, because I know you guys personally, if I didn't know you guys, I'd probably most likely be sitting here with 0 viewers, just like I did in the last video. So, and what's beautiful here is that while I am live, I can speak to them, I can ask them questions, and they're responding to me. But if they weren't, right, those key points that I would have would be extremely useful. So then that way I could at least continue on and ask people if, while they're watching this on the replay, or just simply asking just in general is just fine. And whether you get a response or not, you know, it is what it is. But the questions maybe that you were going to ask people, maybe you can just cover that yourself. So I'll give you examples. In the last video that I did, and I wish I wouldn't have deleted it, but I did. You know, why'd you start your channel? How long have you been doing YouTube? And these are just ideas for while I am live, because these thoughts that I had, you know, I want to know why you as the creator are on YouTube, right? Finding your why, things like that, and helping you throughout your journey. But if I had nobody in my live stream like I didn't, I just covered these tips or these questions. I covered them for myself, and I just started explaining my journey. I mean, Lewis, yes, we all started like everyone else's. It's just like you said, just hit the record button and have some fun. Yeah, have some fun. And that's it. I think the less that we look at the expectation, and that's regular videos, the more we focus on keyword research. Some people say it doesn't matter. I absolutely feel like it matters. Focusing on keyword research. Why? Because then when people search for things, you can pop up. And once again, I did make a video for MorningFame. You can check that out if you want after you watch this live stream. But I absolutely love MorningFame because it not only just helps you with the keyword research tool, it also gives you tips that you need on the videos that you're posting. And the more that you post, the more things that unlock within MorningFame. Yes, keywords is a big factor. I can't agree enough, man. I honestly, I can't, because you want the algorithm to work for you, especially in the beginning. And going live, I think it's great for engagement. I think it's great for people to see you for who you really are. And, you know, does it match your content too? So are you speaking the same language really that you are in your regular videos? And for me, I feel like the more that I can do these lives and overcome my fears, because even right now, you know, this is only my second live stream on a completely different channel, talking about completely different things that I did before. And especially having a family channel, this is a great example for you as well. If you are a family vlogger or have a kid channel, such as Emily and Lewis, I think it's great to utilize the children, because while they're having fun, you can just have fun with them. And I think that's awesome too, because most family vlog channels, kid channels, you know, you're either doing a toy review or you're out on a family adventure and things like that. Really hone in on that, because people are coming to your channel to watch that video, whether it's on replay or whether it is live. They're coming for that experience. I believe on YouTube, people come for two main reasons. They either come to learn something or they come to be entertained. So if you can help somebody learn and entertain them at the same time, I think that's key right there, if it's possible. If you can't necessarily entertain, I think the more that you can be yourself is another form of entertainment. I forgot what channel it's called, but I really enjoyed the fact that he was giving tips on YouTube, but he was really big on hiking and stuff like that. So he's showing B-roll, which is the footage around your scenery, right? So as he's talking, it may show the trees and the mountains and stuff. But it was just kind of cool because it really captured my attention, kept me captivated in the scenery and what he was talking about. I see all their channels letting you know about what's going on YouTube or crazy things going on in the world, and they're playing video games. So I think finding your thing and what really interests you, surprisingly, will probably interest others. And if it doesn't interest everyone, then to me, that's what's really important. The moment you try to reach out to everybody, you're most likely going to reach out to nobody. If I was here to give you YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, and all these other tips, that's really broad. I believe that's really broad. Now, my interest is really, I love how YouTube works. Now, the algorithm, on the other hand, it's a lot to learn at first, but I feel like the more you do anything, the better you're going to be. Even if you've never picked up a basketball before, you just stand closer to the rim, right? And you just shoot a ball and probably hit the rim or maybe throw it off the backboard, right? But after a while, you just stand right in front of it and you're just working on your flow, right? Just working on your shot. And then after a while, you might start making some baskets, and then you start stepping back, and then you take some more shots, take a step back, take some more shots. But I've seen some people. I used to play a lot of basketball, and the people that are just, this is you. I'm sorry, right? But you're dribbling a basketball and it's all over the place. And then I've seen people just throw the ball, and it's crazy. But that's, first of all, I think it's amazing that people are willing to play a sport that they're not comfortable playing. But on the other hand, shooting a three when you barely even play basketball, I think that's going to be hard. And you're not going to have a rhythm because you don't even really know what you're doing. But I'm really proud of that example, by the way. I just made that up. But I think like YouTube is really the same thing. Starting off as a new channel, sometimes it feels like we're just throwing these 3-point shots when we've never really played basketball. And the more that if somebody were to tell you, hey, here's how you should lift your arm when you shoot, right? And point your wrist after you shoot, and and you're getting those little tips that are just helping you shoot. Not do crazy dribbles and behind the back and stuff, just shooting, right? Bending your knees just a little bit, stuff like that. And for me, that's what I find to be important, the basics, the foundation of everything. And that's just, there's so much to learn, but if we just kind of hone it in and just look at the basics, I think that's really going to help your channel go far. And sometimes on YouTube, it works crazy, but sometimes you shoot a three when you never have and you score. And it's crazy. I've seen some channels, they just post random videos and skyrockets. Now the chances of that are decimal, in my opinion. But the more that we have community, the more people we have that we enjoy being around and we're relying upon. Lewis, I've known you now for a couple years, and we still continue to talk even though we are in different niches. And I think that's amazing. And Miguel, I appreciate you being here too. And I know you're still trying to find maybe possibly what you want to do if you do start a channel. And I think that's where it all begins. Just trying to see what kind of content you want to do and really being specific about it, because you want it to be a passion. You want to have a passion for what content you're doing. Because without that passion, at a later point, there's a very good chance of burnout. And with burnout, what I mean is that you're not seeing the results that you're looking for. Maybe your channel is growing, but after time on YouTube, I'll be straight up with you, it starts to feel a little redundant. And especially if you're not seeing the results. I'll say it again, I always say it, YouTube is a marathon and not a sprint. And I've seen it countless times, and even the other channels that give advice, what they've said quite often is they would post for like a year or 2 years, and it's just like this. And then it's like somewhere I feel like when they usually talk, probably a couple years, a year time frame, whatever it may be, but you start to just see this even if it's a slow increase, it really goes up. For whatever reason, it must be because the algorithm is really gathering that data, and a lot of people think the algorithm is working against them, and I don't really agree with that. You'll see many posts, you can look it up right after this video and look up the algorithm sucks, or the algorithm is against creators. And I think just the more that we understand it, because YouTube is always changing. Alfro, thank you for being here. We just need to not lose hope and have patience. Oh, I can just end the video there. And that's true. Yes, not losing hope and have patience. Wow. That's key. That is absolutely key. And having patience, yes. And there's that burnout that I was talking about, is just hanging in there. I would be a complete liar if I told you that you could see super fast results if you follow my tips. And I can't really stand when people say that. It's not true. It's not true. If you follow, by the way, I got a pillow behind me. My back is like out. But I think you follow the tips that somebody gives you, and you have a better chance. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you. I appreciate that, Alfaro. Thank you very much. And I'm happy you're here as well. And I feel like you follow the tips that even I give you. Okay? You follow the tips that a big channel gives you. That's going to increase your chances for the algorithm to gather the data to push your content to the right people if you know your why, if you know what kind of content you're making and who you're creating it for. I think there's a much better chance that over time, when the more that comes in, the more that you end up in suggested, the more you're focusing on your thumbnails and all this, the better chance you have. And all this relates to going live. And not only that, going live with 0 viewers. So why? Because you've done it many times, right? You've posted regular videos first. That's my suggestion, but you can do whatever you want. You could just start a YouTube channel today and just go live. And by the way, guys, I'm using the Streamlabs app. So that's another thing for streaming. I was a little butthurt there when YouTube took away the fact that you couldn't go live on your phone, but with Streamlabs you can. So you could download the Streamlabs app. I'm not sponsored by them, nothing like that, but I've always used Streamlabs. I enjoy it rather than just posting directly to YouTube. And I can use my phone, so hopefully my channel doesn't get destroyed by them. But I'm going to do it anyways, and I've seen many other countless channels going live using their cell phones through Streamlabs. And you can see there they got their little logo up there, but I don't care. I love Streamlabs anyways. But I think it's legit, and you can use your cell phone now. But maybe just hold off on lives. And that was the same thing my wife said. Is it that important to go live? You know, because I was trying to really figure out what kind of live streams I was looking for. I almost had it in my head. Now, this is why I think it's also good to go live, even if you have 0 subscribers. 0 subscribers or 0 viewers, right? Just keep posting those videos and subscribers will come. Keep posting those videos and viewers will come, right? And you'll get those views. But not if you're just posting regular videos that are crap. Each video you make getting better, right? But same thing for live streams. And at first, I didn't know what I really wanted to do for these live streams. I thought maybe it was going to mimic the types of videos, my regular videos I was making, giving you the YouTube tips you need. And that I've learned from other creators and throughout my time on YouTube for the last couple of years. But then after a while, I started thinking to myself, and at first I'm like, no, honey, that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to have a relaxed environment, right? I'm trying to help people, and this is gonna be serious, and you know the house has to be quiet. And I'm gonna be real with you, right? That's really what I was thinking in my head. I'm like, look, people aren't coming here to be distracted. And you hear that a lot, right? Clean up your house and have the right lighting. Like, that stuff takes time. Like, I have an Elgato key light. Link might be in the description, whatever. But these things, like, all that takes time. And even for myself, and I can't sit here and lie to you, I don't want to give you tips and I don't follow them. There's still things I still have to fix on the channel, like my playlist, for instance. But all those things take time. And then after a while, I started thinking to myself, you know what? If my wife and my kids can't feel comfortable in their home while I'm live, then how is a viewer going to feel comfortable in the live stream? That's me, though. That's content creator hangout, and you have to figure that out for yourself. So maybe going live during a time that is quiet is important to you. Maybe your kids, like mine, are pretty wild. You know, I love my kids to death, but yeah, they love to play, they love to be loud and scream for some reason, especially when I'm on the phone, or especially if I'm live streaming. I remember that in the past. It's like the moment I go on the phone, say I call Lewis or something, say I call a friend, and I'm like, hey, what's going on? And then I feel like the house is crazy. But it took me some time to think about it, and I went live the other day, and it just hit me right away. I somehow knew that I want to create that environment that's a home for creators. and I can't do that if they don't feel like at home. So there's that, right? And you're really not going to know unless you go live. You really won't. You got to hit record. And yes, like Alfro says, and hopefully I'm saying your name right, okay? You just need to not lose hope and have the patience, because you will hear from any big channel that I was talking about earlier a little bit, but you're going to hear that most of them started off like that too. My wife likes to watch a lot of makeup channels. Not really actually on YouTube, more on Facebook, but she always finds it fun to scroll back and see some of the original videos. And a lot of them are the same thing. A lot of them are putting their cell phones on a stack of books in super crappy lighting. And that's the reality of it. And there's nothing wrong with that. And so's people that eventually their content, you know, they got better in the live streams. The stuff that they put in their live streams got better. And here's the thing, my computer wasn't working right. If you want to check out my other live stream, I would appreciate it. But on the other hand, if you just want to check it out and actually see how bad it is for yourself, like, just go check it out. And it wasn't that great. I think what I was trying to say came across okay, and I ended up asking some friends that watched it on the replay. But yeah, it was super buffering. And let me know now, can you guys give me a thumbs up in the chat or a thumbs down? Let me know how it's coming up. Hey, and if you are enjoying this content, if you can, please hit the like button. And especially if you are watching this on replay too, I hope you are enjoying this information, and I hope it is helping you and will help you in the future. So if you can, hit that like button. So it does. Man, ever since Alfro said that really stuck in my head, and I feel like that's one of the biggest things, is just letting that time write itself out. But if you are just posting videos throughout time, or you're just going live and you're making content for what you want to do, but not what people are searching for, I feel like you're doing yourself a disservice. I don't feel like you're doing anything wrong. I just feel like you're doing yourself a disservice, because people are either searching for something, trying to learn something, right? Or they want to be entertained. And what are they searching for? That's why I love MorningFame. That's exactly why. Because after this live stream, by the time it actually goes public after this, right? And MorningFame's going to let me know exactly what it was, you know, what the analytics were behind it, everything else, as far as posting it, how the thumbnail worked. But yeah, guys, I mean, and here's another thing. It's going to be complications of when you go live, and just have that expectancy that things aren't always going to go right. And usually something always goes wrong. Always. I mean, there's been very few live streams I've seen where everything went right. And that's, you know, from camera angles screwing up, to the buffering, to something getting stuck on a slide, to that content creator forgetting what they were even going to say. But I find the beauty in that. I think we live in a world where everything is expected to be perfect. And I think the more we focus on not being perfect, the better that creation is. The more that you be yourself, which is why I love going live in the first place, I think that's the best thing possible. I don't feel like the people within this live stream really would get to know me with me just posting regular videos. I feel like maybe over time they really would. I'm not here to give my life story, and I think that's another thing, especially when going live, really whenever on YouTube. Giving your personality, always 100%. Be yourself, right? Don't ever not be who you are. But life stories to everything else, I think getting to the point is important. And I hope I am doing that in this video. I hope I'm getting to the point, because sometimes my ADD will kick in and I'll just be way over here when I meant to be over here. And I'm like, wait, what was I even talking about in the first place? And I feel like in regular videos especially, I can't stand that. Or clickbait. When people say, oh, our house got broken into, and you're like, oh, really? Like, man, like that's horrible. But they're all smiling in the picture, and it's like, oh, that's kind of weird. And then you post on the, you watch the video, and then 5 minutes into the video, wait, I think in this one it was like 15 minutes into the video, they're like, oh, just kidding, our house wasn't broken into. It's actually grandma and grandpa, and we're going to Disneyland. Like, that's great, but like I don't know. When you title your video, I really hope that that viewers hope when they come into your video that they're going to get what they thought they were clicking on. So as much as we focus on thumbnails and titles and the click-through rate, are they getting what they came for? And at first, maybe not so much, right? Because you're trying to find your voice and get better with your content. Maybe it's hard because of your audio. Maybe your lighting's way off and they can't focus as much, but who cares? Over time, that gets better. But with going live too, when 0 people are in that video, have those key points ready. And rather than asking, say, the audience, just maybe you can cover that yourself. And maybe that would be a unique time to maybe talk more about your journey, where you're at, 5 subscribers, and you're just, you may not have a lot to say about YouTube. Utilize your surroundings, utilize what's going on around you, and actually what you're talking about. If you are a gaming channel, play that game, right? If you are a beauty channel, just put that makeup on, right? Whatever it may be. If you are a news channel, talk about the news, be yourself. But all these things, and just like Alfro said, you just need to let loose and keep that hope and have patience. And eventually your videos will get better. Eventually those subscribers will come in. And what I believe is that eventually your viewers will start being in your lives, will be more engaged in your content because you're going to believe more in yourself. They're going to believe more in you, and your journey will continue on. But just, I would say, try not to expect instant results. Give yourself some time, lower your expectations, and have fun doing what you're doing. And that's whatever your niche is, whatever passion you have, or why you started in the first place, and never let go of that. Well, look, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click that bell so you don't miss future live streams and videos, because I want to help build your confidence and influence on YouTube. I appreciate everybody that actually came into this live stream, because like I said before, I went live before this video and I had 0 viewers. I deleted that video, but I came back. And the more you do it, the better you're going to get. The more you're going to get that jump shot, the more you'll make them threes. And trust in yourself, trust in the process. And even if worst case scenario, you do YouTube for quite a while and you're just not getting those results, come here and I would love to help you out. And there's going to be creators here. And the more that we continue to post on Content Creator Hangout, I believe the more creators will come in here and be able to offer you the advice that you need. And a lot of times we think our channels are good to go. We think that it's optimized correctly. Our playlists look good. Even my own, there's still things I have to do. But, you know, having somebody else, it's like editing a book. You edit that book, and then you have somebody else edit a fresh pair of eyes. You'd be surprised what you can get. And I hope that you get that here on Content Creator Hangout. I'm Lewis. Anytime, buddy. Can't wait for the next live. Thank you. Thank you, Alfro. Thank you, Miguel, for being here. And thank you, the viewer who's watching this on the replay, for showing up. And don't be afraid to get started. Hit that record button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.